Dre's been on a good streak lately. Everybody that's been signed to him have been coming out. How does it feel to really be coming out? You know how many artists went through Dre and never came out? Mr. Anderson .Paak.
I know some of them still be in the studio, man, trying to save me and shit. Like, nigga, you lucky, man. I've been in here since 1967, nigga. I had a demo tape, nigga, never put it out. Nah. I got demoted to. I'm from chief engineer now, nigga. When I came in here, I was rapping.
Isn't that crazy? Is that common? Like common talk when like you know you get excited and then you know you're on your way to Dre, but you always hear like experienced artists that dealt with him. Have you experienced that? Like,
hell yeah. Especially when we was working on Compton, and you know I was when I was like in the middle of like kind of figuring out my deal and stuff, and there's definitely a few people that were like, man, I don't know, man, you just gotta make sure you know you control that aspect of it and put that in your contract and this and that, and you know,
you gotta put that in your contract. You are coming out. Yeah. Yo, it's crazy.
You know, with anything, you know, I mean, not just with Drake, but just when you know you get what you negotiate. So,
yeah.
But yeah, I know. I remember when we were working on Compton, a lot of people were kind of just like, "Is it really coming out?" and this and that, and you know, people would just have their little 2 cents. But I never would have thought he put a project out before mine. You know, so.
He's going through like some nonsense in the media with the police thing.
Yo,
isn't that crazy? I mean, billionaires are getting attacked now. What happened, man?
In front of his own home, I know he hot. Like, damn.
yo, especially y'all came out with that song "Animal."
Yeah.
Is it crazy? Like, I think "Animal" might sell like crazy on iTunes right now.
Exactly, bro. Yeah, it's so appropriate right now.
I came in off of "Am I Wrong?"
Okay.
Isn't it cool that you know artists are taking risk? Taking that speed, how fast is that? What BPM is that?
I think it's around like maybe it's around 120.
It's not really popular to pick those kind of speeds,
right,
to do tracks because it's easy when you do R&B.
Absolutely, yeah, man. I mean, that's like it's got like a real boogie disco kind of feel, and I don't know, it just reminded me of some Jamiroquai, like you know, like that kind of vibe when I heard it, and that's just what I love, you know. And
you got Schoolboy Q, like he took that beat too, like
that was a surprise for me. I played him all kinds of stuff, you know. I wanted to try to get him, you know. I was trying to get a little studio part 2 type of thing going on, and he was like, "Hell no, man, I want to get on this one." I was like, "All right, nigga,
get out of here." Yeah, he wanted to get on that one.
Yes, bro. He went and did his little Will Smith verse on that shit, man. I was like, all right, nigga, go ahead.
Was that your first jump off? Like your first like kind of like hit or?
I mean, I think yeah, that was the first. Like,
I mean, you had mixtapes out before.
Yeah, I had mixtapes, but yeah, that was definitely. And I had a few joints. Before that, I had a joint called Drugs and a joint called Suede, and those were both kind of moving around and doing pretty well. But I think that one was like a mixture of like a good record, a good tempo, and we had a notable feature, and things were just kind of aligned right. And
you know, I hear a lot of like your style. Or did you influence Kendrick Lamar? Like for Kendrick Lamar to go that different route? I mean, he was always crazy.
Right.
But when it comes to funk and soul,
man,
sometimes I hear you and I see Kendrick there for some reason.
I think we got a lot of same influences. I think on his latest project, he worked a lot with people like Thundercat. People like Taz Arnold and Sa-Ra. Taz is in Sa-Ra. Thundercat comes up under Sa-Ra, and I come up under Sa-Ra. So does Ty Dolla $ign. Like,
so that's where all that funk comes from.
Those are our big homies. So if anything, I think that's the influence or the common thread that we have.
When you first met, you known him from before Kendrick? Or?
Kendrick, I don't know him from way back, but I met him. First time I met him was right after Compton came out, and we just been cool after that. Just been chopping it up.
He hugged you when he saw you on the Compton thing coming out?
He just, yo, you know what happened?
He was like, get the fuck out of here, nigga. You made it.
Yo, I got a text early in the morning one day, and it started off with, "Life's a trip." And he was like, "I saw one of your videos years ago, and you was robbing a liquor store, and you was going by a different name." And he said, when I saw that video, it made me want to get on my shit and go harder. And he did this long text, and then at the end of it, he's like, "Yo, he signed Kendrick." At the end, I was like, "Oh shit!" Wow. And we just we linked up after that, and he was just telling me how much he loved and enjoyed the stuff that we did on the album, and we just got to share stories about working with Dre. And we still chop it up all the time, man. I hit that foot up, man.
Was Dre always like he agreed that like you were on a lot of tracks on that?
Yeah.
like you were like his special pet project, or what was that? Like he just like abused you on that. He's like, yo, you going on this? Yeah, hell yeah. Put him on that. Hell yeah. Put him on. Hell yeah. Like he must have said hell yeah like 10 times.
You know, Dre, you got that.
He's like hell yeah. He always got a tight turtleneck.
Gangster.
Like, yo, he's Mad Diesel too.
Yeah, bro. Nah, bro. You know that shit just happened, bro. Like I was just.
That was amazing. That Compton joint was out of here.
Yes,
like, hard too.
Yeah, like man, it was so dramatic and so much like theater in that project, man. It was like, man, it was very well done, and they just put it together so quick. I mean, I came in and they were kind of like already had the idea of what they wanted to do. I didn't know it was a Dre record. All I knew is I just wanted to keep coming in and you know, executing on these tracks. And they were just like, I come in one day and he have an idea and it'd be fleshed out and he just want me to get in right here. Or I would bring an idea. I brought animals to the table and I was like, yo, I got to beat.
But it was so easy. Like when you hear those tracks, man, it should be like no brainer for you.
It was fun, man. It was just like,
because you do complicated print shit. And then when you hear those, like, come on, it should be like, oh my God. First of all, you're on a Dre track. When you first hear that first piano, you're like, ooh.
Yes, bro.
I've been in studio with him, so I understand. Like, I tried to steal music one time. I got caught out there.
He was trying to steal drums and shit. Trying to steal zip discs.
I got some stolen Dre joints, man.
I tried to steal some claps. A clap zip drive.
I'm gonna wait till he's on a wheelchair. He can't beat my ass. You know what I'm saying? He still got. I saw that movie. He was punching niggas out, man. I ain't got time. Yeah. I never saw that side of Dre, man.
Yeah, shit.
What order is this? Is it DJ Premier first, then the T.I., then the Dre, or is it T.I., DJ Premier, Dre? Like, what's the lineup? Give me the whole order.
I think I met Premier before Dre. I met Premier in Russia, of all places.
What?
Yes.
At some random show?
Yes, we was on the same show. I have a group with a producer named Knowledge called No Worries, and we went on and did a gig with Boiler Room out in Russia, and we met. I met Premier out there, and we got to work in the studio together, and we did a joint out there, and then he sent me with the beat for Animals, back in LA, and I worked on that, and I brought that to Dre, and then T.I., I linked up with T.I. How did that happen?
I don't know. He's always involved with everything, T.I., man.
Yeah, I just feel like one day I woke up and that was the homie. But I know, I know it was through something. But I mean, the only reason why is because, dude, he's so supportive, and ever since we linked, like, he's always just been like, yo, whatever I can do to help, always giving me good insight. You know, he told me like, this right here, you gotta really appreciate these moments, man.
He's like a hidden teacher in this hip hop thing for some reason.
The nigga's been in the game forever. And then the nigga's only a handful of years older than me, and I'm just like, what the fuck? No,
you've been in the game for a while, but I think when you used to travel to Atlanta, I was reading about some shit. I was dying because when you had your shot, it was nothing but like Lil Jon screaming joints out there, and I can imagine like a guy like you with your style, trying to assimilate into that.
Yes, bro.
What the fuck?
Yo, it was crazy, man. I mean, that
Yin Yang Twins.
Yin Yang Twins, bro. Young Blood. I mean, it was
all that screaming.
Everything, bro. Like that's what they wanted. And I was actually like really like making beats at that point, and like I was on the MPC with my little Triton XL, and I was making beats, and I had my own demo, and I was rapping.
Whoever you were with was trying to make you do that also. Right?
Yes.
They were trying to like telling you that you need to do the screaming stuff. So imagine if you did that back then.
Right.
I would have been like, who is this Edison Paak dude, man?
Exactly.
Screaming and shit.
Exactly.
It's like 2016, man.
Everything
what's going on right now?
Happened for a reason, bro. Yeah. It was trying to put me in all kinds of situations, man. It was rough, bro.
You respect like the art of like this whole like, you know, when it comes to music, but don't you see that like R&B now is like a little gangstered out, like people want to rap. I'm not dissing anybody out there, but it's just not like before where there's no, you know, Prince died,
right?
All the like legends are passing away. Like there's nobody like that at the moment. Are you bringing that back?
Yeah, man. I mean, those are the people I really.
I mean, not to say I'm not taking it from The Weeknd.
No, right.
I'm not taking it from like those eclectic dudes out there that's just killing it. But
absolutely,
the ones that are super popular and the white bitches, like you see their pussy fall.
Yes,
that's not R&B, yo.
Exactly.
They got like tattoos and they killing niggas and shit.
Exactly. Like, and that's the one thing I pride myself. A lot of those dudes that you mentioned, they're musicians, they're band leaders.
Yeah.
Prince, D'Angelo. You know, James Brown, even Michael Jackson, and these are dudes that could get up and play something, man. And like, these are people I looked up to, Jimi Hendrix and all these people. So that's what I pride myself in my live show. I play drums, and it's a big part of what I do, and I produce. And those are still the people that I really look up to, and I think that's what I'm bringing. Like, at least that's what I'm pushing, is like musicianship and that texture shit.
How do you connect with the women out there? Everybody got their own technique. Like, how do you sing to them? Like, is there something you fuck with their minds, or are you into pregnant women? Like, what do you
know what you gotta do is say some super raunchy ass shit. Women love the super raunchy,
like reality shit. Like
reality. I'm about to fuck this shit out your mouth, girl.
What?
Like type of shit.
Right,
like they love that shit. Honestly, bro. Like, I couldn't get no play until I started,
shit,
really talking some shit. I mean,
yo, don't point to me. Like, you always trying to start some shit. Yo.
Shit, man. Hey, nah, it's a new world. You know what I'm saying?
I got some joints. I got some joints, man. But I think just keeping it honest, man. You ain't gotta be vulgar, but just keep it real.
Well, we gotta keep it real. We gotta put it in there, Miles. I'm glad you came through. You gave us a 1-on-1.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna play every joint off this Compton album right now. I played the Malibu mix earlier.
Yeah.
So I put it in there, Miles, earlier.
Thank you, bro.
Now we're gonna put it really deep in the esophagus right now. We're gonna keep it gangster and Compton, man.
Trachea love.
Pull me over, man. Lock me up, man. Make me feel like Dr. Dre right now. In your mouth.